Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How you guys all doing? I hope that you guys are all having a beautiful day, night, wherever you guys may be in the world. I hope that you guys are taking care of your energy as such. This is my second time trying to film this video. Keep in mind that we're in the shadow phase of Mercury retrograde, so it does fuck with technology or whatnot. So yeah, and my communication style, my throat chakra, it's been suffering. Some people are more affected during the shadow phase than the actual retrograde period. Some people more so in the retrograde than the shadow phase. Just depends on the person or type of person. And Mercury retrograde is basically bringing back people, places, and things from the past, unfinished business to take care of. This video is going to be the full moon in Aries. It's going to be the hunter moon. So I'm going to try to remember and go off of what I filmed beforehand, because mind you, I was almost done with editing the first half, and then something happened to where half of it got deleted already. So then Spirit was like, go ahead and just film another video and kind of go over a little bit of what was talked about in that one. That one was a really intense reading, and it was really for the twin flames. So today, as you see here, I'm going to be reading a love letter, but from Spirit in general. So any type of spiritual being that you connect with, as far as deities or ascended masters or spirit guides or starseed family, whoever it is that you passed on loved ones that you connect with, they told me to channel out and write out, pretty much automatic writing style, channel out what they want to say to the collective, and then I put it in this love letter right here, and then it has this wax seal. So I will have a timestamp if you guys want to skip and you don't want to listen to the channeled part of this reading. There is a timestamp below in the description box that you can skip directly to this love letter if you guys are interested, okay? But if not, if you want to stay here and you want a little bit more information, then kudos to you. I'm filming this on the last day of September, and tomorrow is October 1st, which is the full moon. I have been really feeling it, have been having a restless night, kind of tossing and turning. I feel like this really applies to the twin flames for sure, but it doesn't matter if you're on the twin flame journey or not. Everybody can be affected by these lunar cycles as well as astrological events, okay? Then the 1010 portal is going to come as well on October 10th. Keep in mind that if you guys have been saying 1010 or 1001, that represents October 1st or October 10th, or the time period between that. So, okay, so that's a big portal or doorway that we're moving into right now. And it's about claiming your worth and knowing your power and realizing, recognizing self-love, etc., and closing out certain cycles to enter a brand new one. So it's a really great sign. What's wonky about October is that we're going to have two full moons, right? There's going to be Aries in the first day of October, and the very last day on Halloween, October 31st, is the full moon in Taurus, and that will be known as the blue moon. So a lot of new energy coming into the mix, a lot of shedding and releasing, because full moon is all about releasing, new moons are about bringing in. But I say do both on the time here, especially if you're someone who loves to dive into full moon rituals or whatnot. Make sure to charge your crystals or collect moon water, take your self baths, that type of thing. Cleanse yourself, make sure you use some sage or that type of thing, okay? That is ethically sourced, by the way. So new moon in Libra is going to happen as well within that month. Now, this is very important that I'm going to reference to, is that Saturn has gone direct just recently, not too long ago, and Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. So it has been retrograde for quite some time, as well as Jupiter. Jupiter went direct in the beginning of the month around September 13th, okay? So Saturn and Jupiter are now out of retrograde and going to direct. Whenever I start filming this, it's within this time frame or a little bit ways away, but it's happening currently as I'm speaking right now, and that's great, right? But it also means that planets are coming out of vacation mode in a way and coming back into work. So Jupiter is also the ruler of Sagittarius, okay, which is 9th house energy, and then Saturn, which is 10th house energy, Capricorn. So especially if you've been seeing the numbers 911 or 909 or 919, so indication of karmic things being fulfilled, goes around, comes around. Spirit animals I've been seeing or receiving is swans, representing of soulmates or recognizing of a soulmate on a journey. It's about, coming together as one. Okay, and then also the beauty of the journey as well, finding beauty in it, not just, you know, the inner turmoil or the chaos about it. There's also beauty to this. Okay, especially the awakening experience and finding yourself, finding self-love. Of course, butterflies and phoenixes representing the transformation of this journey, as well as you guys, like divine feminine, divine masculine, are definitely undergoing a massive amount of transformations right now. Could be going through a lot of triggers sometimes, a lot of like tower moments, a lot of realizations, epiphanies, you know, things that you were possibly lost in and you just now figuring it out, and it's starting to make a lot more sense. So clarity coming into the mix, as well as the spreading of wings to fly off, to fly freely. Also, a lot of fae have been showing up. Like, as far as like, if you guys connect with the fae, be very choosy on very careful and do your research about what type of beings you want to work with. But however, I feel like the fae has a big important factor when it comes to this journey. Okay, especially the ones that are for good intention wise. Yeah, my throat chakra is going out again. But yeah, the fae has some big part of it. Either you have a past life to the fae, or you connected to the fae. Also seeing dragonflies as well as part of the spiritual awakening and transformation. And then I've been seeing a lot of lions, which is for me, I think it represents Venus being in the house of Leo currently at this time, and Mars, which is the DM energy, is in the house of Aries, and Mars is in retrograde, by the way. So we're kind of claiming that lioness, like that feline like energy, especially for the divine feminines. You guys are really in that power, claiming your worth, knowing your self-worth, setting healthy boundaries for yourself and others, and really just claiming your power back. I feel like that really stems for the divine feminines. Of course, I always mention of synchronicities I always see, which is currently a lot more than recently. 111, new beginnings. 1111, which is the twin flame union, inner union, outer union. Also spiritual awakening. 717, being on the right path, as well as spiritual awakening. Okay, and 777, which is a lucky number. Also, I'm getting 1212 or 1221, which represents winter solstice, or around that time period. It could also represent 12th house, which is Pisces. Okay, diving deeper, intuition. Okay, what's beyond, you know, the physical. This big mode of balancing spirituality with practicality. Okay, and then also been seeing sequences of moving on up, like 1 2 3, you know, 3 2 1, you know, that type of thing, like just moving on up, 4 5 6 7 8 9, you know. The movement or the process of the journey moving forward. Okay, symbols and signs I've been receiving, as well as I've been hearing a lot of trains, which is again the journey moving forward. Reminds me of that train from, I always say, from the Spirited Away. If you guys have seen that movie before, the train that moves in the spirit world or on top of the ocean or the water is really what stands out for me. So it's about the connecting of worlds between 3D and 5D and many other dimensions. I've been seeing a lot of rainbows. Rainbows have been a big sign of the promise of union of what's happening right now. So promise that things shall work out, that there's always a rainbow out in sunshine after a storm. Lotuses and roses and sunflowers have been big flower things happening. Lotuses representing, again, with the phoenix, and the butterflies, which is growth, but it's kind of like that earth-like term for it. You're in that mud phase, and then you're about to pop out the surface. It represents also the heart chakra blooming, as well as the rose, like the rose being bloomed. Okay, and then sunflowers represents the sun energy. A lot of sun synchronicities lately, which represents clarity, spiritual awakening, seeing past the illusions as such, you know, being able to see things for what they are. They're singing that. I love that song. That's the song that my grandmother used to sing to me, is "You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away." I feel like this really has impact when it comes to the divine masculine, divine feminine. You guys are both representation of the sun, moon, and stars, anything light. I do say normally the sun represents the masculine and the feminine represents the moon, okay? But you guys can like switch and interchange, because mind you, you're both. So you guys are both stars, basically, because the sun is also a star. You guys seen that movie? I've been seeing a lot of what is it, evil eye or eye of Horus type of synchronicities. So third eye awakenings, being able to see, okay, again, past illusions, past the fear. So as well as protection reasons, you guys are always protected, okay? Also, the thing is the reason why I was pointing out this right here is because I have an evil eye bracelet right here, so I'm always protected. I'm gonna go ahead and drink some water, guys, because my throat chakra is like acting out. And a lot of sinus clearing. Also, last night I was having a hard time, like I felt very nauseous. So if you're feeling nauseous or having any sort of ascension-like symptoms, like possibly muscle pain, headaches, you know, if you're having crown chakra activations as well. But I'm also saying that, like, last night it was a lot of solar plexus and maybe even sacral. So I have a feeling that maybe divine feminines, your lunar cycle or your moon cycle is about to happen pretty soon, especially if you ovulate or, you know, you menstruate during the lunar cycles, okay? A lot of divine feminines, your moon cycles are about to sync up, okay, with the astrological cycles, if you guys haven't noticed, or if you guys don't track yourself like that. However, if you do menstruate during the full moon period and you ovulate during the new moon period, I want to let you know that that's quite rare. It does happen, and usually if you research that, if you menstruate during the full moon, it usually means you probably had a long line or lineage of witches, or possibly people who are very spiritually gifted of some sort, high priestesses, you know, high priest type vibes that I'm getting right now. If you guys menstruate during the new moon and ovulate during the full moon, that is very common, you know, within this world right now. However, it also means, you know, that you're definitely in tune with the universe as well. But, you know, look up that as well if you feel like guided to, especially if you're a divine feminine to you. But if you do menstruate, then yeah, go ahead and look that up if you feel guided to about the importance of that, okay? And I'm also seeing an anchor, which for me represents someone coming into shore, someone stopping or getting a rest. It could mean someone feeling like weighed down, or feeling like, you know, they need to release the anchor and to start moving forward. Depends on the part of your journey, okay? And the last thing but not least is that I just recently was forced to watch The Notebook, okay? So I've never watched The Notebook before, but my mother said, you know what, you've been avoiding The Notebook like the plague for a while now. And I was actually priding for the fact that I'm someone who's very big on romance, all right, genre wise. But this time I never seen The Notebook. I avoided it and Spirit said to keep watching it, but I just did not listen until my mom was like, all right, I think we're gonna make some time to actually watch it together and let me know how you feel. So I did watched it with her, and you know what, The Notebook, that journey from Ali and Noah and all of that, bro, what is it called, a twin flame situation, okay, with all the karmic situations, all that they dealt with, and the separation period, and not being able to stay away from each other. If you guys haven't seen that movie, go ahead and watch it, because I don't want to spoil anything, but the journey between that I'm really late, okay? I don't even know if there's any spoilers anymore. I'm just so late to join the game. That shit made me cry. I cried a lot, and my oh my, that was like really some sad shit. And if you guys feel guided to, maybe your journey is quite similar to Noah and Ali, okay? Maybe, I don't know. But go ahead and watch that movie if you feel guided to. So I'm gonna go ahead and head on to the reading part of the thing, and then I'm going to go ahead and read the letter in the reading. So if you're just here for the channel part, you don't want to watch the tarot reading, then peace to you and much love to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to go ahead and move on for the people who want to come with me. So see you guys. Hi guys, welcome back. So if you guys skipped straight to the tarot part of the reading, then hello, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys all doing? If you guys already came from the channel part of the reading and you kind of like been rocking with me since the beginning of this video, then hello, kudos to you. Now, in this part of the reading, I'm going to be using some decks that I will be listing down in the description box below. Keep in mind that it is a general reading, so it may not apply to everyone, but if it does resonate, then let me know. If it doesn't, then oh well, it just wasn't for you at this time. At this fact, and when I say divine masculine, divine feminine, I'm only referring to the energy within us. We are both divine masculine, divine feminine, and it's important to balance out both. So I would pay attention to both aspects of this journey, which is making sure to balancing out between, you know, practicality, spirituality, mind over heart, heart over mind, you know, that type of thing. So balancing out intuition, ego, all of that. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to be using my channeled art for this part of the reading as well, because you guys, if you guys have been rocking with me as well from the very beginning of this channel, last year I was working on this little thing and I like painting, so I do channeled art, and I'm going to be using some of these cards that I made or my channeled cards or channeled art, whatever it may be. I'm going to use them as cards to read for this journey. I've been releasing a lot in my solar plexus. Okay. Also, if you guys don't know and you guys didn't come from the channeled part of the reading, this is a love letter from your spirit guides, spirit, passed on loved ones, as well as past, like spirit guides, starseed family, archangels, whoever you pray to or that you seek help from or guidance from. Oh, guys, I'm splitting the deck and there's the swans and the ring. Goodness gracious, I did say I've been seeing swans, but it is a love letter. So I did channel it as automatic reading and put it in, sealed it up and everything like that, and we'll see. So it's already pre-written. Okay, keep that in mind. All right, so I'm gonna ask the spirit of the Most High as well as archangels, spirit guides on this journey for the twin flame journey. I'm asking specifically what is going on with the masculines at this current point. Divine feminines, what is going on with the divine feminines at this current point in time? Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have number 44, which is the magnifying glass, and 44 represents archangels or presence of angels right now in your vicinity. Could also be Archangel Michael as well, but I'm also feeling like it's about looking closely, looking more closer and finding things that possibly you failed to notice before. So it's about using your intuition and probably looking a little bit, it's kind of like I Spy in a way. So it's about looking from a different perspective as well, or diving a little bit deeper to get more information. And so with the masculines, what came out right here is the 5 and 26, which is the tree of life pretty much, and the book. I've been seeing a lot of rainbows, which is the promise of union. So it lets me know that divine masculines are diving deep and literally going through a lot of past life regression work. I did say Mars is in retrograde in the house of Aries, so they are possibly figuring out and getting more access to their past lives or to the importance of this journey. They're possibly diving into more esoteric knowledge, possibly the Akashic records. Their Kundalini may be rising, so you may be feeling that, realizing how deep and how far back this connection goes and how deeply rooted this connection is. To do with a sacred tree could be significance to it, or a tree in general. Could be maybe it's something that you're drawn to, or maybe there's a specific tree. They said sequoia tree. Look up sequoia tree. Okay, I wonder what. Okay, sequoia trees are very beautiful too, and it's native, very huge tree. So look up that. I don't know why that came out. But they're diving and unlocking certain information. They're connecting worlds with this rainbow bridge, and they're kind of like transferring from, say for instance, if they were like very religious of some sort, kind of like practice the Bible or whatnot, or just learning more so about the true, like the Old Testament, or, you know, just learning more so about what happened over time. It could also represent the tree of the awakening process. So they are like, I feel like this divine masculines collective, they're definitely accessing a lot of knowledge, okay, in the psyche, in they're doing a lot of inner work, and I'm really proud. I'm really really proud, okay? And then we have right here, which is the 22 and 11. You could be seeing 1122 or 2211 or just 1111. And 11 is a number of spiritual awakening as well as the twin flame journey. So the 22 right here, which reduces to an 11, I feel like they're at a crossroads of some sort, feeling like they have to choose between two paths. I feel like that's what it is, or it's more so following the guidance or synchronicity or signs that Spirit's trying to tell you. Either option that you go to is not a bad option. I feel like it's more so the day and night coming together, like the sun and the moon. That's what I'm getting from this, which is kind of like that eclipse energy. Yeah, but the thing is like I'm feeling like it's the merging of the masculine and the feminine, and you guys are rising to new heights. You guys are gaining new perspectives, okay? You guys are going through a process of healing. And if you guys are stuck between confusion or whatnot, let's just know, I'm letting you know right now that this whip right here, this energy is going to whip it out or cut it out fairly soon. But just letting you know that you have to lose your mind in order to find it again. So divine feminines, if you feel like you're going through some weird wonky moments of feeling like your intuition's kind of off, or feeling like you're just one end or the other, can't make up your mind for nothing, just letting you know that I think Spirit is doing this on purpose in order for you to lose your mind to find it again, which is why I keep saying the importance of seeing from different perspectives, or a higher perspective is what Spirit is saying. The whip energy can also resonate with something coming in unexpectedly, something that was kind of like whiplash, something, or you're recovering from something that possibly struck pain within you. But I'm also feeling like that this unexpected change that's to come is coming in the form of something very fast, you know? So they're giving me this whiplash feeling like something happened so quickly and so suddenly, kind of like an eclipse would feel like, you know, with eclipse, when they eclipse certain things out. It could have happened during the eclipse season. Something resonates during the eclipse season around that time period. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to Moonology deck. Okay, I'm splitting the deck right now. Currently, the end of a tough cycle approaches full moon in Capricorn. So that is that Saturn energy. Saturn just went direct not too long ago. If you guys have not listened to the astrology part of the channeled part of the reading, so just letting you know that Saturn, the ruling of karma, which is Capricorn energy, is now back in business, as well as Jupiter, which is Sagittarius energy, is now back in business as well. But it says that if you've been going through any tough cycles or whatnot, that is being closed out, like 10-10, 10-01 energy, which is October coming pretty soon. I'm also in 10th house energy. I'm also saying take time to breathe out, decimating moon. So take time to breathe after this hardship, this hard time that you just went through. So you've been going through a very tough time, and if you have been, I am so sorry. And also I want to give you some hugs and kisses as well as love, sending to you in a big, huge thank you for all that you've been doing for this journey, or this part of the journey, and for yourself. You should be proud of yourself, okay? But thank you so much for, even if you feel like you haven't been doing much, if you feel like you should be doing more, Spirit is saying that you're doing exactly what is needed right now at this current point in time. Even if you may feel like you're not where you want to be, you're exactly where you need to be currently, and there should be celebration in that. So just want to let you know that. So if you have been going through a tough cycle or whatnot, that is coming to an end. Spirit is letting you know that it just have full faith, which is the faith. This rainbow represents having faith that things will be all right. Okay, so divine masculine side, what is going on with you? Divine masculine. Oh, whoa. Okay, so that's 3. Ooh, a lot of purple. Ooh, a lot of crown chakra. Ooh, so throat chakra, I'm seeing third eye and crown. Goodness gracious, yep, that explains the Akashic records, guys. So they could be working with the violet flame, if that resonates with you, if you know what I'm talking about. Divine masculine could be really connecting to higher consciousness. I'm also seeing a peacock come into my visual in my mind clairvoyantly, which is higher consciousness, Christ consciousness. Okay, so, all right. At the bottom of the deck for the divine masculines, we have surrender to the divine. So full moon, we are talking about the full moon in Aries. So they are learning to let go and let go from all of this struggle, this worry, the fear, and they're learning to surrender to this journey, the divine. Okay, so if your divine masculine has been on the run, or it's just not on the run, more so they've been doing it to protect themselves, okay? There's a reason why there's running involved, as well as like some unhealed wounds that need to be addressed from childhood of some sort. But if they have been, just letting you know that it's like divine masculines are going through that surrender period, okay? And they're learning to let go and have faith. So what came out here is the new moon. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Could have Gemini, sun, moon, rising, or Venus within the chart. Keep in mind, when I mention astrology, it doesn't have to be within the charts, but it could be the energy they're just holding. I'm saying be bold and make the first move. Ooh, cardinal moon. Love. You see that purple, guys? The energy is gaining momentum. Oh my gosh, guys. So be bold. Communication is key. So again, Gemini is the representation of the twins. So you could be seeing, again, with the confirmation for the 1111 that you've been seeing, or you've been seeing like some weird synchronicities that have to do with twins, like maybe having twin children in the future, or just seeing twins out on your walk or somewhere out there. You're just seeing them or hearing the mention of twins on the TV or on the radio, or I don't know, wherever you get your source of information from. Okay, but communication, if you guys have been in communication right now with your divine masculine, if it was spotty and kind of tough and kind of strained, that would be cut out and will be eased out, and there would be peace brought into the situation. If you have not been in any form of communication with your divine masculine at this current point in time, they are thinking about bringing communication into the mix, or wanting to communicate with you, which is their truth, or possibly the new things that they found within their spiritual awakening and the new knowledge they now have. It could be a whole brand new person that you're dealing with, or it could be someone from the past, because mind you, Mercury retrograde is here. It could be someone from the past that feels like brand new, or it can be a past life connection that you've never met before, and it feels like you guys known each other for centuries. Okay, so take what resonates. Right now, the divine masculines are now being bold to make the first move. They're learning to accept change within their life, and also they're learning to gain energy. So if it was stagnant, if you felt like it was a stagnant situation, there was no movement whatsoever, just letting you know that that is not the case. That may look like it on the outside, but on the inside, there's a lot of forward movement happening. Okay, so divine feminine, what is going on with divine feminine? Divine feminine, divine feminine. Also, I'm seeing a mixture of pink with the divine masculines, which represents unconditional love. So, wow, bring a lot of love into the heart. Divine feminine, what's going on with, ooh, that flew. So 2 came out for divine feminine. The first one to come out is a personal issue reaches resolution. Wow, love it. And then the second one is you're very close to achieving your goal. Wow. I love how this is all cohesive of what's going on right now. You could have Cancer within the chart, divine feminine. Could be sun, moon, rising, or Venus as well. Or your divine masculine, whichever, switch. But I feel like you're coming out of this time period of being confused. Like I said, if you guys were feeling like you have been struggling from a choice to make within your life, whether it's a career option, whether it's love, whether it's just, I don't know, moving or whatnot, or it could be anything, okay? It's just, there's a personal issue reaching some form of solution. The conflict, there is change that comes with conflict, which comes with the 555 energy, if you've been seeing that. But however, the change shall be in a positive way, okay? And the thing is like, the struggle won't last for so long. If you feel like you've been struggling for years or just months or days, I don't know, it doesn't matter, because time is an illusion. Pain knows no time anyway. Just know that I'm also feeling emotionals, like your emotions are high, divine feminine. You could be crying here and there, or releasing tears, or purging, and you're getting really in your emotions and your feelings, okay? I'm also feeling this mothering like energy, this fourth house energy right here. It could be seeing 444 as well. We did see 444 earlier. But yeah, you guys could have like, I'm hearing fertility or pregnancy. I did talk about your moon cycles and your lunar cycle. So The fact that the full moon in Cancer came up here, and there's a lot of full moon energy on your end, on both ends actually, but more so on the divine feminine end. I feel like you're releasing. So yeah, you guys are releasing emotions or getting balanced with your emotions, okay? So your heart chakra could be cracked open, is what Spirit is saying. Then you got the gibbous moon, which is you're very close to achieving your goal. So yes, this is so cohesive. Like if you feel you're almost there, like you're almost at the finish line. And usually when you're at the finish line, we typically slow down a little bit or feel a lot more heavier, but just keep pushing that last couple of steps. You guys are almost there. The thing is that I track the moon kind of like a tracker of your status. So say for instance, the full right here, you're almost at 100%, right? You're at a gibbous moon, but it's not full yet, okay? And the full moon in Cancer is right here. So you're about at capacity, okay? You're releasing and letting go. Right now, divine masculines, they released quite a bit, and now they're bringing in new beginnings. You see this with the new moon. Now they get to start brand new again. And you see how the moon keeps filling. It's filling in eventually. So it's like you guys are at different stages, and you guys are mirroring each other, but you guys are also being complete opposites, if that makes sense. And I find that really cool, okay? So it's kind of cohesive with what's going on. With the separation issue, if you guys have been in physical separation, mind you, you're always in union. You're always whole. It's just letting you know that there could be some form of either you're reaching your goal towards career-wise or love-wise, where the divine masculine, I feel like they're wanting to be bold and make the first move. So they're very close to achieving their goal as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and see what is it. I want to know specifically what is it that you guys are releasing for each person. I love this Heal Yourself Oracle because it really, I love it, especially for shadow work and stuff, realizing where you're at on your journey. All right, divine masculines, where are you at? Like, what are you healing on this part of this journey? What do you want, if there's anything you want to say to the divine feminine? Okay. So what came out is, right when I said anything you want to say to the divine feminine, this came out. Patience. Okay, if you've been seeing the number 23, that could also resonate. Could be letting you know that your patience is a virtue. It will pay off, as well as the need to be more patient if you have been feeling impatient energy. But I'm also saying that they're saying thank you for being patient, divine feminine. Thank you. Being patient with me on this journey, as well as any wishes you made in the past. This is Aquarius energy. This is a wishing well, that your dreams or your wishes shall come true, okay? But with patience and time, things shall grow, okay? Kind of like a flower. A flower doesn't just automatically grow the minute you plant the seed. You have to water it, and you have to bring some sunshine on it, or depending on what the plant needs, you have to, because each plant is different. Their needs are different, just like humans are. Our needs and wants are different. So it's about that. It's like nurturing yourself in that Cancer-like way. Divine masculine is saying divine feminine. Also, they've been very patient as well. Divine masculines are working on patience too, okay? And then also number 31, unleash your creativity. So yes, okay, a lot of sacral chakra activated, so a lot of creativity being created within that region. Also for the divine masculine, they also are probably getting more into creative endeavors or seeking new beginnings when it comes to like their passions, their career options. I'm also seeing there's a clock up there. So something to do with patience and waiting with time or clock. Okay, and this right here reminds me of, I don't know why, but it reminds me of Star Wars. I don't know why I thought of Star Wars for a second. I'm also thinking of, if you know Treasure Planet. Treasure Planet, there was a robot where he was a compass, and he was a walking compass, and he was used for, I think it was Jim, the main character, to guide him through the forest, find his way back home. So that could resonate, that it may be a compass synchronicity, or maybe they have some guides that are nearby in the form of like a compass or a guidance. And it could be could be a companion. Like, it doesn't have to be a real person. It could be someone in spirit right now that's connecting with them and helping them with their creativity. Okay, so if you're like divine masculine is an artist of some sort, they're also releasing some of that within their creative projects. Okay, So that's also how they're biding time. They're also telling Divine Feminine, time for you to unleash your creativity and let your creative talents shine, okay? Kind of like the peacock. Okay, so Divine Feminine, what's going on with you? Anything you want to say to Divine Masculines? Wow. Oh my gosh, guys. No way. So, number 32. Phoenix rising. So, yep, there's the Phoenix. I literally was talking about the Phoenix earlier in the channel, reading about phoenixes, butterflies, lotuses, if you've been seeing that. Right now, Divine Feminines, you guys, Venus is in the house of Leo, so you guys are definitely connecting with fire-like energy. Saying to work with fire during the full moon in Aries, which is, you know, another fire sign type of thing. But you guys are rising from the ashes, so anything that you guys were dealing with, any pain, you know, anything that was like coming like suddenly, or pain, or that burn to the ground, it's about growing back, growing and getting back up, okay, coming back stronger. So Divine Feminines, any loss that you may be going through in your life right now, I'm sorry, and again, hugs and kisses to you, but it's letting you know that you guys are powerful phoenixes. You guys will spread your wings. You guys are rebirthing, okay? So the end is not just the end, it's also the beginning, okay? I'm also seeing letting go. Yep, 26. Also reducing to 8. Okay, you could be seeing 8s or 5s. So you guys, ooh, there's a Celtic like cross thing going on. You guys are definitely doing shadow work. You guys are letting go of the past. You're shedding out old energies, old mind frames, old beliefs of this journey, the way that you used to think about your Divine Masculine, the way that you used to think about the whole world in general. You're letting go of past pain. So like I said, this issue, a personal issue that you were going through, is going to reach some form of resolution. And just letting you know that fire is not all about destruction, okay? Fire is necessary to destroy, but it's also necessary to purify. So you're also going through a purification process, Divine Feminine. So I did say that if you are letting go or shedding tears, allow yourself to feel, allow yourself for your emotions to come out to the surface, to be purged and let go, okay? But you guys will rise. Beautiful energy, guys. Yep. And then bottom of the deck, help from above. You guys, Spirit is, this is so funny because this reading is all based on the love letter from Spirit. And Spirit is coming into the form of letting you know that they're here for support. They're here for help whenever you need. Also, the full moon in the background right here, standing out for the full moon in Aries. Also, water energy, which is that Cancer-like energy right here. Okay. Also, this is Aquarius too. You could be getting signs through music or messages through music from one another. So make sure you pay attention to channeled music, or believe in your own magic, Oracle. Believe in your own magic. My God, my bad. Okay, I'm gonna pull one for each person to see what we can do to focus more on self-love aspects. Like, I love that we, you know, send messages for masculine and feminine, but I want messages straight from Spirit on what we, you know, uplifting messages from Spirit in general. Okay, is from your Spirit guides to you personally. I don't know why, but I heard Lord Ganesh. Okay, if you connect with Lord Ganesh or like any elephant-like energy, so any, okay, wow. So Lord Ganesh really means that, like, you know, any issues or obstacles will be removed. Ganesh is all about destroying obstacles to make way for new ones. So could be that you are connecting with Lord Ganesh on of some sort. Okay. So Divine Masculines, from Spirit Guides, from your own personal Spirit Guides message for you. Oh, guys, I just said you guys are stars. Oh my God. I said the sun is also a star. So stars, you can manifest your every wish, number 5. So could be seeing 5s, which is change happening within your life. Also realizing that masculines, you are a star yourself, all right? Shine brightly. Don't dim to fit in. No longer will you be dimming to fit in. And if you find yourself that you feel like you can't fit in, you are here to make a brand new world, okay? You are here to make a brand new place for people like you in general. So if you feel like, you know, you're going through some form of like not believing in your own talents or your magic or feeling like you're not magical, you are. Just as much as the divine feminine is magical, you guys are the exact same thing. You guys are like two sides to one coin, okay? That's why I said you guys are both the sun, moon, and stars. You guys are all three of those, okay? And you guys are made from stardust, if you guys believe in that, you know? The stars are within you. You can manifest all that you want. It could mean that divine masculine, just as much as you see the divine feminine as your star, as your light, you are also light to the divine feminine as well. Just letting you know. Okay, so any wishes that you made, or any wishes or manifestations that you're trying to create, because remember it says you can manifest your every wish. I did say this is a wishing well. So any wishes you made on a star, wishes that you made for your divine feminine, or just in general for your dream life, whatever it may be, it will come true, okay, with time. So shine brightly, okay? Good job, divine masculines. So it could also mean, like, if you're in a same-sex twin flame relationship, just finding friends or guidance, or finding your soul tribe. Maybe you're connecting with, you could be connecting with your starseed family, which is what stars represent. You could be getting downloads from your starseed family, or past life regression to where your past life was. So if you were, like, say for instance, Sirius starseeds are one. If you are from the star Sirius, that could be it. Or just different, you know, Pleiades systems, Arcturians, many different starseed. Egypt, you could probably be from ancient Kemet, you know, all of that. A lot of past life work for the divine masculines. Okay, divine feminines for your spirit guides. Divine feminines. Yes. So right here, I love this. Evil queen number 2. You deserve sugar, not salt. Oh my goodness, guys. This right here, when I see this, automatically, this right here makes me think of this. So you could be seeing 222 or 2s in general, which represents the balance. Remember 222? Okay, balancing out the masculine and feminine energies within you. Evil queen, I don't want you to take for face value what the words mean, okay? I know I don't normally take for face value what it means, but what it means for that is any type of karmic situations or karmic tough cycles you've been dealing with, or of that sort within your life, and things that you possibly mistook as for sugar and it was actually salt. Because mind you, sugar and salt looks very much alike, and sometimes it can be quite confusing. I just say, if you're going through a state of confusion, not knowing what is what, you're now learning to realize how to use your intuition, how to distinguish, how to use discernment. Okay, if you weren't so discerning before, divine feminines, you're practicing discernment now. You're learning to know the difference between sugar and salt without having to taste it. You can just look at it or imagine it, and you just know straight off the bat. Whereas in the past, you didn't know. Don't be so hard on yourself, divine feminine. It doesn't mean you're stupid. It doesn't mean that you're wrong or whatnot. Mind you, the mistakes that we make on this journey are only lessons. So also, if you're dealing with any form of karmic situation within your life, it's time to release and let that go, as well as any hate or resentment that you carry within your heart, divine feminines, on this journey. So time to replace salt with some sugar, but also knowing that salt is needed too, because salt is also comes from the tears that you shed. Remember what I said, that you're going through this issue, or like you may be crying or probably purging through tears. The divine masculines as well, but I'm feeling more so for the divine feminines this time. It's letting you know that those tears that you shed will be used to grow whatever it is that you're growing. So you see how you could be like a powerful Reiki person as well. You possibly could be a healer of some sort, divine feminines. On this journey, it could be part of your life purpose or your North Node energy, but it could mean that you can take some situations that are bitter and make it to sweet, or you find the sweetness in some bitter situations. So I love that. Okay, so find balance. Great with your hands. Like there's some situation right now with the hands, like you guys, Spirit saying to transmute your pain into something more creative, like using your creative endeavors, whatever it is that you're talented in, and you feel like you don't know where to start, or where or towards something that possibly you always wanted to try but were too scared to. Okay, So, oh my gosh, guys, the hands. What the heck is with the hands? Bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. Yes. So you guys are setting firm boundaries. You guys are the way showers, the light showers. You guys are light workers. Also, divine feminines, it's about shining your light too. I feel like maybe your light's gonna dim out, but really you can always relight it again, okay? You are fire. All right, you know, you have all the tools needed. So also stand up for yourself is like you guys are learning to set firm boundaries, especially towards the divine masculine or towards anything else within your life, especially if you're dealing with some form of person or karmic situation within your life that just is energetic vampire of some sort. Time to let that go. Time to let that person go. It could be if you had any sort of trauma or a strained relationship with the mother, divine feminine, you guys are healing the relationship with the mother relationship, okay? So depending on your childhood, you know. I'm going to be using my channeled art right here. It's not much, okay? But you guys have seen it if you have been with me for quite some time. What I'm going to be using, I just want to know what's going on exactly with the journey with a little bit more information. Divine masculines, messages from divine masculine to divine feminine. Okay, feminine to masculine. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck right here, we have the rose with the golden egg and thorns that surround it. So how I depicted this when I was making this is to depict something that is growth or abundance or something that is protected of some sort. So there's some form of protection reason or someone wanting to protect this connection. It could mean that this connection or this between you both, divine masculine and divine feminine, are really highly protected by your team of spirit guides or angels or whatnot, whoever you pray to, the creator, the most high. The rose, I did say, is a synchronicity representation of the heart chakra blooming or opening. So it could be like you guys' heart chakra are opening because you guys are connected at the heart. Any heartbreak that you may be going through is just making room or ways for new to come in. The golden egg can represent something that is a gift. So it's so small, it's like a seed, okay? And I did say that the tears you do shed is going to help grow this plant or this flower. So the seed, oh my gosh, it's like the situations that tried to bury you. It's like that quote, divine feminine. I'm pretty sure you've heard of it. Or if you haven't, it's like the things that tried to bury you in this lifetime, or the people who tried to bury you didn't know that you were actually a seed. So even though they were trying to bury you, they didn't know that you would just rise back up and grow. Okay, so like I said, that's why I say the water, the tears that you're shedding right now is for a reason. It's going to help nurture and fertilize the, you know, the plant to grow, the seed to grow. So right here for the divine masculines, we have the snow as well as the underwater experience. So could be a lot of Pisces energy right now, diving deeper. Like I did say that they are diving deep and entering into new realms, possibly doing astral travel of some sort within the dream state. Possibly traveling to you, divine feminine, in the dream state. Could be something to do with water. They could be having dreams of water, or you, divine feminine, are, which represents the cleansing of this connection, or the washing away of this connection of the old. For me, this also represents, you know, snow also melts into water as well. It also melts into spring, which is kind of like that flower energy. And that's how they see you, divine feminine. They see you as representation of spring. Could mean that if they were cold at one point and this was standoffish or things were stagnant, not moving, no more will that be, because it will be melting, okay? There will be flowing movement. Okay, also this can represent winter time, something to do with winter solstice. If you're seeing 12/12, 12/21, it could represent something to do with Sagittarius season happening, or Capricorn. Okay, and you know, there is the 12/12 portal that happens around that time period. Right now, for the divine feminine to divine masculine, we have the mermaid or the siren. So if you've been connected with mermaids or you love mermaids, that could be a thing. It could be Atlantis. I've seen a lot of water themes. I'm also seeing the full moon, which is the full moon in Aries. Also, if you're connecting with fireflies, divine feminine, that could be a thing, which represents light. There's a lot to do with light here, like the moon, the stars, the fireflies. You know, you are the light. Also, it seems that you're calling in what you want, especially divine masculines as well. You're calling them in like a siren in a way. So it's like they hear your soul song. They hear your voice, your inner voice. Something about your voice is captivating to them, or that they love your voice. Also right here, it could be this is like how the moon is and then the sun is rising. So through every dark night, there's a brighter day, divine feminine. So like I said, any dark night, any soulful cries that you're crying to the moon or telling the moon about your troubles and worries, you're learning to balance out the masculine and feminine energies. I did say that this is both the sun and moon meeting one another, the coming together of both. Okay, so you see that dynamic right here. Also, butterflies, you could be seeing butterflies. Could be a sign of the transformation. It could be the phoenix as well, the rising of the sun once more. Okay, so you are the sun and moon as well. There's an indication of that. Fireflies can be kind of like a breadcrumbs in a way. It's kind of similar to butterflies, but fireflies could be something that lights the way as well through the darkness. Okay, and the butterflies you can see clear as day. Love notes for each person. Divine masculine to divine feminine. Oh my goodness, guys. No way. A rainbow and a lotus. And then, ooh, heart and a tree. Oh my gosh, guys, there's a tree right there. No way. So divine feminine to divine masculine. Divine feminine to divine masculine. Ooh, fiery heart. Wow, the divine feminine's on fire. Kind of like the phoenix. Okay, divine feminine to divine masculine. Ooh, okay, the dove. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have balance. Yes, love is not always just agreeing for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Remember what I said, the importance of balance. Balance is key for this connection. You guys are both learning to balance out your masculine and feminine, and you're coming to inner union as well as outer union. Okay, on this journey. Okay, so masculine to feminine. First, we have the rainbow and the lotus. Again, if you are seeing rainbows, okay, it is a sign of promise for union. So divine masculine, I don't know how much, or double rainbows, oh my goodness. It can mean that, yes, I am promising union to you, divine feminine. Okay, believe that. Feel like you keep self-doubting or whatnot, this is a sign saying, divine feminine, please have patience, calm down. Focus on you, practice self-love, you know, have faith that things will be all right, things will happen in divine timing. They see you as this beautiful lotus flower, the growth that you went through, they find it so beautiful. You are shining, divine feminine. Also, lotuses represent, again, the phoenix energy. If you're seeing lotus, I did mention that in channeled reading. Okay, so very important. So what does that say? Freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So divine masculines are saying divine feminine, you are free. You are a free spirit. They love how free you are, how you just, you know, how free spirited you are. And sometimes they kind of are envious of that divine feminine in some form, or intimidated by that, but at the same time they're very intrigued and captivated by it. So it kind of gives them motivation to be free themselves. So divine masculines are working towards freedom. They're working from freeing themselves from any situation that may be stopping them as an illusion wise. They're now realizing that the only thing that's stopping them is themselves. Okay, no one else. Yep, they're learning to shine their light too. Also right here we have the heart chakra, right? So I said the heart is very blooming right now. The lotus flower can represent the masculine's heart blooming or opening. Could be the heart chakra forming, or is love forming even more between you two. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life, regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Yes, so divine feminine, if you feel trapped of any sort or feel like you're not free of anything, or divine masculines are not, they're now realizing that they deserve love and joy and happiness within their life, regardless of what other people may think, regardless of the current situations that the world is going through. You know, sometimes when people deal with depression, there's this mode, or if they deal with depression or some form of mental health situation, it doesn't even have to be that, but sometimes we tell ourselves that we don't deserve to be happy just because of the situation that's happening at hand. It's like some form of self-sabotage in some way. So Spirit is saying, or Divine Masculines are saying, Divine Feminine, if that applies to you too, that you know, you deserve love. You deserve the highest form of love that there is. You deserve happiness, regardless if other people tell you that you should be sad, you should be mad, you should be, you know, you shouldn't forgive, you should move on, and blah, 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 blah. So whatever situation it may be, they're saying that, you know, what is it that you want, Divine Feminine? It's kind of like the Notebook situation when Noah was asking, what is it that you want? What do you want? Okay, Divine Feminine. And Divine Feminine said, Ali was like, it's not that easy. And he's like, what do you want? You know, don't care about what other people want. Are you really free? What do you do for fun? And he said, I thought you would be more free, like a bird. But turns out that Ali was not really free. In fact, she was, this is something that Divine Feminines, I feel like maybe it could be similar to the situation where you may be free, but not free. Does that make sense? You still feel trapped of some sort. Same with Divine Masculines. But Noah was like, I thought you would be more free than that. But Ali was doing exactly what her parents were telling her to do to a T. Okay, and not really going after or standing up for what she wants. So it could be like, you know, that stand up for yourself card that was earlier, Divine Feminines. If you feel like you have to stand up to a situation where people who do not agree with this connection of some sort, whatever reason it may be, it could be something controversial like an age gap or different social classes or different races, different religion, does not matter. Love knows no time, no religion, no race, no nothing. Okay, love is love. That's it. That's only that thing that should matters. But if you have other people like birds in your ear with other people's opinions in your ear, just letting you know, you should focus on what is it that fills you with joy. What is it that makes you feel free, not what other people feel free in. So that's about setting healthy boundaries. Okay, so learning to say no to the things that are not for you and learning to say yes to the things that are. So the dove, actually, okay, yep, the new beginning. Oh wow, Divine Feminine, new beginning on the horizon. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. I love it so much. So yes, there is a new beginning. Remember I said the end is not the end, but only a new beginning. So you are rising like the phoenix. So any endings you may be going through or letting go of the past, a new connection could be coming through, a new love connection, a new mindset, a new life, you know, in general. Okay, here I see the feminine is on fire, kind of like that phoenix energy. Okay, a lot of passion rising between the two of you. Okay, you guys are definitely connected at the third eye and the crown chakra for sure. You guys are receiving downloads, possibly telepathic connection. So Divine Feminines are saying that they hear you, Divine Masculine, they hear and receiving the messages from you, especially from the crown chakra, okay, or the dream state. Divine Feminines, if you're seeing forms of birds, it can mean spirit, as well as your Divine Masculine letting you know that they're around of some sort, or to follow, or if you're receiving feathers or wings, it's about being free like a bird too. So right here we have romance, Cupid arrow strike. So yeah, there's a passionate reignition right now, or ignition happening within your life. It could be romance, a new beginning in romance, guys. So it could be a romantic connection, someone that's from a past life that you haven't met before, and it's a new connection, but it's gonna feel like something that is like old. Like you guys are definitely soulmates, okay? So lovely, 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 lovely. And Divine Masculines, you deserve happiness too. You deserve joy. You deserve to feel love. So if you've been self-sabotaging any form of freedom, or just kind of like putting yourself in a box or trying to fit in and, you know, not feeling free of any sort of your situation, now's the time to free yourself. Spirit is saying that you deserve to feel joy and happiness too. You don't have to sacrifice your joy and happiness. We have Portal and Gateway, which is the 1010 portal. Ooh. So, Divine Masculines to Divine Feminine. divine feminine to divine masculine. I heard a ring in my right ear. Okay. Oh, I'm writing a love letter. Isn't that funny, guys? I'm about to read a love letter to you guys from Spirit. So towards the end, okay? Again, if you guys don't want to stay for the reading, you guys can always just time skip to the love letter part of the reading if you guys always want to rewatch that. I always make sure I list down a timestamp below. So divine masculine to divine feminine, we have passed on loved ones. Oh, so remember when I said that this is a love letter from your passed on loved ones? So divine masculines, if you are here watching right now and you're here for a letter from your passed on loved ones, just letting you know. Again, you guys can timestamp skip if you want, but it could be that you're connecting with your passed on loved ones right now. You guys are learning to communicate with your spirit guides or connecting with those that passed on. It could be that divine masculines, there was someone very important to you that passed on, and rest in peace to them. Okay, whether it's family, friend, whatnot, or you could have a passed on twin flame or a divine feminine, then rest in peace to them. Okay, but you guys are definitely connecting with those that are passed on. Okay, it says right here, I would love to court you. What, so old-fashioned. So divine masters is saying that they want to court you like old-fashioned way, like they want to spend time with you, they want to take you to places that they love or that they like or that are important to them. They want to take you out, etc., or just, you know, talk with you, communicate with you in a way, just to spend time with you, get to know you more. Okay, so divine masters saying, I am so Divine Master is saying, I'm so sorry. So any pain that I've caused you on this journey, anything that I've said personally, I did not mean it. I know I've said things that I possibly cannot take back, things that possibly replay in your mind. I may have made you felt like you're undeserving of love. Whether they're in non-communication or not, whether it's body communication, I'm sorry. Maybe they're doing things out of protection reasons for themselves or you, divine feminine, but it could mean that just they're apologizing for the situation that's at hand, for any hurt or pain that was caused between both of you guys. Okay, so there's a lot of remorseful energy. Forgiveness is very important, divine feminine, but you forgive on your own time. Okay, but it's nothing will be gained from holding on to from past grudges and resentment. Oh my god, no fucking, wow, I felt my heart like drop into my ass. Oh my god, guys, didn't I say rainbows are promises of union? Guys, if you're saying union, the words union street or whatnot, divine masters are saying, I'm promising you union. Okay, have patience. Thank you for your patience. I'm sorry, I am heading your way. It may not look like it on the outside, but I'm working on it. I'm working on things. I just have things that I need to take care of first and foremost before I can head your way. Okay, you deserve someone who's free and unconditionally loving, divine feminine. Okay, so love that. Okay, divine masculines, late night phone calls and texts. Oh my gosh, guys, this is like communication is key. So it could be that you guys are talking late at night or having communication at night. Possibly it could be calling or Skype calls. It could be a past thing that you guys used to do, or it could be something that's coming on the horizon right now. Okay, so the forms of communication. Okay, especially if you guys haven't been in communication or if it's been spotty communication. Long distance relationship. Okay, so if you guys are from a long distance away, different countries, different cities, different regions, does not matter, through even past a whole ocean. Okay, just letting you know that love conquers even through distance and stuff like that. So that's probably why there's some late night phone calls and texts, because you guys probably have different time zones or something. Or it could mean that if this relationship does commence or start, there will be some form of long distance relationship, like say for instance the divine masculine has to work overseas or just has to travel for work, you know, that type of thing. Okay, so divine feminine to divine masculine, we have see from a higher perspective. So love it. So divine feminine is saying see from a higher perspective, see past your fear. Okay, and see through love, divine masculine. Okay, or that the divine feminines are learning to see from a higher perspective. Oh, guys, so this kind of goes with this one. Divine Feminines, I just want you to be happy. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Guys, so Divine Feminines are reiterating Divine Masculines. Like what I said earlier, you deserve to be happy too. I love that this is coming out here. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. But Divine Masculines, you deserve to be happy. Even if it's with or without the Divine Feminine, Divine Feminines are learning to release that control or release that attachment. They're realizing with or without me in your life, Divine Masculine, you deserve happiness too. Okay, that's unconditional love in my opinion. Oh yes, so my heart is melting because of you. So yep, the heart chakra. Yep, so there's, like I said, there, if your heart was cold at one point, Divine Feminine, or at a certain point you guys are melting, like if you guys were in the Queen of Swords mode, not allowing love in, you guys are now allowing for love to come in, or your heart chakra is starting, like I said, your heart chakra is definitely being activated. So you guys both share the heart. It's melting into water, it's melting into spring. So what does snow become when it melts? It becomes spring. Okay, next is you are my light. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh, I love how this is lighting up. I did say Divine Masculines, you are the light too. Remember what I said? You are a star as well, Divine Masculine. You are a sun, moon, and stars. So Divine Masculine, just like I said, just as much as the Divine Feminine is your light, Divine Masculine, you are their light too. I love that so much, guys. And then right here we have, you kind of intimidate me. So Divine Feminines are saying, Divine Masculines, your power, your awakening, you coming into your power, it intimidates me, truth be told. However, at the same time, it intrigues me. It's like the same concept when Divine Masculines are like intimidated by the light of the Divine Feminine. Sometimes your light is too bright too, Divine Masculine. So sometimes you end up intimidating the Divine Feminine just as much. So you guys are mirroring each other in that aspect. There's nothing to fear. Don't put each other on a pedestal either, because you guys are both human souls as well. You guys are not just human, okay? Especially if you have starseed or your essence in general. But however, it's letting you know that just as much as the light might be too bright, you guys use that light to motivate each other, to keep each other grounded, to guide each other, okay? So in a way, it's the ego coming in saying that you guys are both intimidated by one another. You guys are putting each other on the pedestal a little bit too much. However, it's time to realize that you guys are both equal in some footing, okay? Whether, it doesn't matter if someone makes more money than the other, or someone is older than the other, it doesn't matter. You guys are both equal, okay, at the soul base. Ooh, number 33. If you guys are seeing 33 or 333, could be Ascended Masters. Yep, okay, Divine Feminines, I'm nervous to approach. So Divine, this is like, I feel like right now, Divine Feminines, you're dealing with some form of like fear-based energy, nervous to approach a situation, nervous to approach this new beginning. It could be that you're like, oh, I don't want this. If it's a new connection and you never met, you don't want this connection to turn out like the old past connections. So it means, Divine Feminine, let go of the past, let go of the past heartbreak of, you know, I feel like you guys are having some form of trust issues for allowing this new beginning in. And trust me, I know this, because for a fact, I get in Queen of Swords mode easily as well. And I have to find myself going into Queen of Cups a lot more. But sometimes it's not out of malicious intent, but you can self-sabotage something that is good for you by bringing in the past into the situation, feeling like things are going to end up exactly like your karmic situations. But if Spirit is trying to give you something that is real, that is the real thing, you need to learn to differentiate between what is salt and what is sugar. And if they're trying to give you sugar, you sure as hell should know that that is sugar and not interpret it for salt and making that new person suffer for your past situations. It's like when in relationships, I've done this too, where you make your partner, your new partner, suffer from the past of the old partner that hurt you, because you haven't dealt with your inner issues or your emotional state, or, you know, letting go of the past of that sort. So don't make this new connection or this old connection that feels like new, okay? It could be a reconciliation. Don't bring the past into the present situation. What happened in the past stays in the past. You can talk of it, you can learn of it, and, you know, especially if you guys are talking of the past and rehashing things out, what you do moving forward is what truly matters, not about staying in the past, okay? So I'm just letting Divine Feminines know that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. If you guys have skipped to the letter part of the reading, I made people wait until the very end for a reason to watch this letter, because I like to put a lot of information in the reading beforehand to see the consensus, because mind you, this was already pre-written, so I already know what's in this letter. I just like to create the aesthetic of this love letter and putting the wax seal and, you know, all of that. So it's to loved one, which is you, whoever's watching, and then from spirit. Okay, okay, so this is the love letter right here. Okay, so this was all channeled or whatnot earlier before I even did all this reading. Okay, so I just want to see if it matches up with the reading for today. Dear loved one, lift your head, honey. You're so hard on yourself and you deserve a I'm proud of you. Even through some of the most trying moments you dealt in life, you're still here breathing and your heart is beating. Even if you choose to believe in us or not, we are here for support and love regardless. You may feel like you haven't truly figured out all the pieces to the puzzle yet, but relish in the joy for the progress that has been made presently. Remember to find time to stop and listen to your own inner voice and heart. Yes, listen to your heart. Heed the signs and symbols that we present you. We shall provide all that you need and understand that you may not get exactly what you want. Still, there shall be prosperity and growth showered upon you once you learn to accept current circumstances. Yes, I love that. And take action towards those goals and dreams you have in mind. There is no courage without fear. Embody the change you wish to see in this world. Love, spirit. Wow, guys, that was lovely. So they're saying right now that they're really proud of you, and if you have been really hard on yourself on this journey lately and you just haven't really been giving yourself that pep talk or just saying that you've been doing good, you've just been feeling down in the dumps on this journey, just letting you know that spirit is really proud of you, even if you may feel like you're not proud of it of yourself. Okay, they're saying that, especially 717, if you've been seeing that, you're on the right path, you're on the right journey. It may not feel like it, but you are definitely being guided. Okay, you're not alone. Also, they said something about enjoying the relish in the joy for the progress that has been made presently. So yeah, it's about importance. Like, the more you stay in the present moment, the more presence you shall receive. Okay, so also for the fact that lift your head. Okay, I feel like right now this collective, especially Divine Feminine Collective, you've been going through a lot, sweetie, and I want to let you know that I am proud of you personally too, not just spirit. I am too. And thank you so much for all that you do on this journey, for staying strong, for showing your light, for not dimming your light. And if there were times that you felt like giving up or wanting to give up in general on this journey, just letting you know that that is normal. Like, usually when you're about to give up is when your manifestation usually comes in. Okay, but it's about giving up the struggle, giving up the fear. Okay, you don't have to give up like this connection entirely, but focusing on self-love, focusing on you and what's best for you, and healing your heart and your soul, and, you know, unleashing your creativities and focusing on your passions and your creative endeavors definitely will help make this time go by a lot quickly. Just letting you know, it's like the same concept. The more that you stare at a clock, the more slower it seems to go, right? But the more that you just have fun, the more that time seems to go by. Okay, that's my cue to leave and close this out because there's a lot of noises. But much love to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall wish you well on your way. Okay, let me know if it resonated or not. Peace to you. See you in my next video.